What is the future of manufacturing? We've seen the world of US-based manufacturing ebb and flow, and these days it seems to be on a bit of an upturn. But this skills gap is still a thing, and many manufacturing and engineering organizations are struggling to find competent workers. So, what is the future of this massive industry of making stuff? Small business. This is just my opinion. Let that be heard loud and clear. My opinion, and only based on experiences and conversations with other manufacturing professionals. Manufacturing is going to shrink. Not shrink like less money moving through the industry or being shared amongst different businesses, but rather shrink as in smaller businesses. The world of manufacturing used to be a game of capital and quantity. Typically, the more you make of something, the cheaper it becomes. Per piece, anyway. This makes sense and is still somewhat the case. Dies and molds aren't cheap to make, so they need to last and be worth making. That means that only products that needed to be made in the tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or millions were the only items that got produced. Quantity meant money. That's also why short runs are so expensive. If you can even get a manufacturer or shop to take on such a project, it's hard for them to make money on just a few parts. It's always been about quantity. But now, the prices of machine tools and outfitting a shop have been reduced. Large and expensive machines still have their place, as do dies and molds, but the world of manufacturing is going to be more desktop and artisan. The B2B manufacturing customers want faster iterations and smaller quantities with the ability to change on a dime. That's where smaller businesses come into play. The big shops will still do those 100,000 part runs or take on major die production, but small businesses, whether they're commissioned by the larger shops or just shopping around for work on their own, have the ability to be agile and move quickly. Smaller businesses are already starting to pick up the work that the larger shops can't or don't necessarily want to handle. And as customers start to realize that they don't need major production runs to get the parts that they need made, these small businesses will only multiply. The future of manufacturing is kind of going back to where it started. The budding entrepreneur who is hungry for any work that they can get because all they want to do is make chips or bend steel. The future is unique, the future is artisan, and the future is in small manufacturing businesses. If you like what you've seen, give me a thumbs up because believe it or not, it helps me reach more people. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel because there's going to be more manufacturing, engineering, and I guess everything that's associated every single week.